Let's make sure we pass the latest news to the Journey family.
This is Lenny G, the CEO of SELETTI.Ai. Man, we've had quite a week, and so I'm very happy to go through several things with you. Going to remind everybody, please stay on mute. If you have questions, please send them in the chat. When you get to the end, I will go through as many as I can to answer the questions to the best of my ability. And so what I'd like to do is start off with the really interesting news about what has gone on with our PAM project. As many people know, we are, and some of the new people, welcome to the channel. But for those who've been around for a while, for some of you over 4 months now, we have our SELETTI.Ai project that has been operating very well. And we've recently passed the landmark, very psychological level of over 500,000 in total value locked. Yes, we have $500,000 into this project. It is not the sexiest project. It is not the glamorous one. It is not the one that is paying crazy rates, because it's actually real. We have real trading that's occurring in Forex with a trading bot that was designed. It was over a year in the making, and it's been built out, customized with our sophisticated dev team and highly trained people that have been working on this for quite some time. And we have now reached a different milestone. It is going well live for over 3 months with the trading of account holders such as yourself, and live previously for a month prior with our funds. So 4 months, ladies and gentlemen, and now we're going into another month on the yesterday we started on December 23rd with the live launch for the public, and now we are at March 24th. So we are still cooking, just warming up in that regard. Life is just really starting to go very well. I've always said, as the CEO, the most important thing for me was to get through the first 90 days of it being live with the community, work out any bugs, get any things regarding making sure that everything is working and flowing properly. And here we are. We've done it. Things are going well. It does not mean that anything has to change with this project. The project is doing well. For people to understand, we have a win rate with our bot, and this is the daily, within the day win rate of 71.65%, greater than 70%, especially for a bot, and a customized bot at that, is very good. The other key piece is that we have a 2.81% drawdown, and that's the drawdown, that's the allowable loss within the daily trades. The bigger news on that, which is even more important, is there is not 1 day of a loss for our trading bots. That's right, you heard it. You can see on our site in the trade report, we have 100% win rate on the every day where we have maybe lost some trades during the day, but every day has been a winning day. If you look on the trade report, it will show you off to the right, we have a trading archive that displays the daily results. We have the recent results tab in the upper left that shows how much we earned in that day. And right below that, we have what was traded for the day. Okay. You also have a cumulative P&L, which has been hovering around 1.1% is the average rate. It's actually 1.09%. But our bot trades in a range of 0.8% to roughly, we've seen it as high as 2%, but normally it's in that range between 0.89, 0.9 to about 1.5% per day, and that's 5 days a week, okay? And this is why we brought this to you, for steady, good, consistent returns that you will make over time. We also have two other plans, smaller plans. Is we have a 0.5% plan. That's only $50 to get started, and that 0.5% is 7 days a week. So you're looking at 0.5%, 7 days a week. The 0.7% is $250, and that's also 7 days a week. So you're doing a nice, 15%, 21%, and then you have the bot that's doing above 21% and above, okay? And so we have that plan, so we're giving it for anyone who wants to come in and invest what they can. I will say this, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is a passive income investment. You're doing it at your own risk, like everything else in life. You have to be very careful, do your own research. Furthermore, please only use money that you can afford to lose or is discretionary income. Okay, that's very important. We don't want to put anyone in a circumstance or anyone to go into a circumstance with the wrong way of looking at this, because this is not a gambling play like many things out there. This is a passive investment play, but this is real. Crypto has its wins, its losses, just like Forex has its wins and its losses. We are using crypto in order to trade Forex daily, and we have a sophisticated scalping strategy that we get in, make the return, get out, or get in, don't make the return, and take a minor loss. And that's how we have this 100% success rate. And so I just want to emphasize those core aspects of what we are and what we're doing, okay? I like to call that the Seletti difference. We have, first and foremost, you have someone like me that's out there, engaged with the community, telling you what's going on with the project, helping with the operational capabilities as we're managing and directing and moving towards the future. We have the team that does a fantastic job. Our development team builds things out, make sure the integrations work, make sure that it's a real-time daily update so that when the funds show up in your account from the day prior, you could just do 2 clicks. One is to get it out of your account. The other one is to accept it in your wallet, and it's done. Instant withdrawals, okay? We have also instant reinvestments, meaning that if you reinvest your funds and keep it going and build it up, there's no charge on that, okay? We do have a fee for operating the PAM that is a 50% fee for when it's operating on top. And then there's a fee, a 3% fee for withdrawals, which is very low compared to other things out there. But all in all, everything has been going exceedingly well. And that's when we decided to have conversations about some of the other value add things, because we're beyond that point with this project, that this thing is running, it's humming, it's doing very well. We could essentially close it off to become a private community, because we are proof of revenue. We are making live trades. We have things moving. We're showing it full transparency, or as transparency as far as we can without revealing, our secrets as operating as a company. Okay. And so the last key piece to this Seletti difference is you, this community. I think our community has blown up to, well, let me double check here to make sure I got the numbers right. In our community, we have we got over 1,400 members now. And so thank you so much. More and more people are joining every day. And it's based off of the customer experience from you, where we get the feedback. We discuss the things that you bring to us in terms of, we'd like to see this, or this has happened, or that has happened. And we're part of that idea of, if we can help each other out, within the community, let's help each other out. And I see a lot of that in the community from people. And once again, thank you all for who does that. And that's the type of people we want a part of this journey. We don't want people that are going to FUD and throw, doubt, fear, uncertainty, doubt, and then make, flippant comments to other people. We want respect for each other and for other people coming in. We want new people who don't know much about this type of environment to get comfortable. And so we have tutorials, we have people who help out, but also we have to remember, as great as this community is, as great as Telegram is as a mechanism of communication, there are several very bad actors out there that do things to people. And so we always ask that, number one, never ever give any information about your wallet, like your password, your seed phrase, or anything about that. If someone asks for that, report it immediately. Take a copy of that, send it to us, report it immediately, and report it in the channel so that no one else knows. It's like buyer beware type thing, very, stranger danger type thing. We will never directly DM you unless you've already heard from me in the past from a while ago and we've chatted before. You will not hear directly from me. You will not hear from SELETTI admin at all as a direct message. People will try to emulate us and try to do the same thing over where they are trying to get your information and do other things. We also don't allow people to come in with other marketing information because, you know what? Go do your own thing. Don't use our community for that. Our community, and the purpose is for our community to grow and do good things, okay? And so be very careful with your security. We take security very seriously. We're constantly reminding people about that. And I just want to make sure I emphasize that again. This whole journey that we're in right now, with the explosion in crypto, with the explosion of just central bank digital currencies, it's going to have a direct impact on Forex down the road as well, because fiat currencies will be crypto in some way, shape, or form. So you're going to see a lot of things changing over time. And so a lot of people are now starting to learn about that. Well, with the good always comes with the bad. So please, let's be helping each other as we're growing in this world, okay? And that's really where I'm getting to what transpired last week, where we decided to launch our own SELETTI token. And a lot of people were concerned, a token is the beginning of the end. It marks that, the project is not making money, or they're about to take the money. And I actually believe that same thing in other projects that have occurred, okay? And somebody asked me the other day, how could you break that down on how this is different than what happens in another project? In another project, the money isn't coming in, things aren't working out, and they're not really doing anything. So number one, we've shown you how we're doing with a proof of revenue that's coming in daily with our Forex. Actually, Forex 5 days a week, so Monday through Friday. And so we do that, and we provide proof. Okay. So the other aspect of that is, we don't need new money. New money just helps and builds out, and it builds out for the community, and it gives us more opportunities for R&D, research and development, and other initiatives and capabilities that helps, and that's where part of our profits go to. But by and large, we are a self-contained system that's running well. This token, to make sure that it would not be confused with another type of token that is of that nature, that is bad, that people are worried about, we purposefully made it that it is operating on Solana, on the Solana network, as opposed to our capability and what we've built out is on Binance. So, two different places to go. You're not going to have a mix and a match between the different smart chains, right? on those networks, you have different capabilities. Solana, it has a lot more of these different coins that are coming out. And we chose that for that reason as well, because to get marketing and exposure in Solana happens a lot faster and more and with more growth over time than say on Binance. So, and in Ethereum, everybody knows how much, if you've been in the industry, how expensive it is to operate on Ethereum. So that's why we did what we did, right? And what I can say, as things are going, the other aspect is we are not just a meme coin. We're not a dog wearing a hat. We're not a pelican with an earring or a nose ring. We're not a, whatever some of these other meme coins that come out. We are a live proof with a company that has a revenue, that has proof of what we're doing. So when we have this coin on the other side of the house, it actually can show that something is for real, as opposed to just a simple meme coin, right? And that really will play into our longer term strategy that I'll get to later. But that's the key difference, going back to what I was saying, is we're not going anywhere. We have no plans to go anywhere. This is a long-term capability that we're providing to people, that we plan to provide to people. People always ask me, well, how long do you think this will last? Well, I'm hoping, 3 to 5, 5 to 10 years. I mean, as long as Forex is alive, there's over $7 quadrillion in Forex, with $4 trillion a day that is being traded. Trillion in the T, larger than the entire crypto market capitalization of what goes on in Forex. So if Forex dies, this bot will die, right? But that possibility is, we're looking at bigger things than a project at that particular point. And so when people ask me that, it's just like, we're going, as long as this thing goes, as long as it's doing as advertised, and we haven't had any problems, and we're not foreseeing any problems. So that's the whole thing about when we're looking to see about long-term sustainability. It will be the same thing with our coin, because we like to show how on this side of the house with the DeFi, and you got YouTubers that promote a whole bunch of different things, how many of those crazy high return projects are still around? I think 99% of them disappear within the first 2 months, and then the rest within 3 to 4 months. Well, I'm not saying that we've proven it from that standpoint, because we do have some people that are getting the return on their initial investment this coming month, and some people I think already have got a return on their investment. But what I'm saying is that's just one metric out of many that we can show that we're here for the long term. And that's the same mindset and understanding that we have with this token, that we are building it out for the community. That's why the community got the first access. That's why the community got the notification, and why we were going through that, or late last week to say, hey, if you want to get in on this, here it is. Once again, you do not have to be invested in one or the other to make either work. They are two separate things to invest in, okay? One does not affect the other. If the token goes extremely great, wonderful. If PAM goes extremely great, wonderful. If the token goes down, okay. If the PAM, and the PAM won't go down, but you hear what I'm saying, because the PAM is, we got 100% rate. I don't see that changing at all. But my whole point would be, this gives an opportunity that if you got some wins on the token side, you can move some of your winnings over to the other. You'd have to bridge it over between the different smart chains and then change it with, as we have at our exchange right now, where we have this API of what is called Change Now, where you can exchange a whole different range of coins for what operates in our PAM and our project on the Binance side, which is USDT BEP20, right? You have to have that stable coin in order to interact with the smart contract in order to invest, and you get paid back in that. So that's one of those, hey, this is an opportunity for people to make additional stream of passive income, or depending on how they want to work it, they're giving them an alternative. Now, I just mentioned that exchange and that we are using because that was almost from the beginning. It was part of a roadmap that we would have our own exchange, but the community asked for something now because people were saying, how do you get to this, USDT BEP20? Because some people weren't familiar with, on Binance, how to get that stable coin. So we had our developers add Change Now API. You can see it on our website where you click down on the exchange tab, and there, so it has a whole range of coins that you can change out in order to interface with the contract so that you get USDT BEP20 and vice versa. Well, that's part of our larger plan that we have our own. And oh, by the way, the beauty of that is going to be once we have our own exchange, we're going to be able to do many aspects where we're pulling several things in together. Whereas in an overall larger ecosystem, I'm going to come up with a drawing and all that in the near future. But if you have an exchange and you have the bridging capability of moving from one smart chain over to another, and you have the ability with Seletti as a token to do yield farming, which is a whole nother set of investing where you have your two liquidity pairs. And actually, in order to get it right now on Radium, you have, with the Seletti token, you have to exchange it for Solana, which is the token of the Solana network. Well, we want to be able to provide that capability in our own ecosystem, and that's coming down the road. So we have that. We are building out the capability, not yet with having Seletti as a token on different decentralized exchanges in order to change out for not only for Solana, but eventually we will have it changing out for stable coins, for other coins, et cetera, where you could be yield farming, which is going to be a whole different subject. I don't want to get into it with that. You can possibly be staking Solana on this exchange. You could maybe eventually be staking the Seletti token in this ecosystem. And that's going to be able to, where we're going with down the road, and this is going to be a longer term strategy and implementation, folks, is that gives us the ability to do so many other things within our ecosystem, that you're buying, you're selling, you're trading. There may be even a lending and a borrowing capability if we're able to incorporate some aspects of that in the ecosystem as part of the larger exchange. And then, so that's really another set of capabilities that we want to provide down the road. It's not here yet, and I'm not telling you that this is coming out tomorrow. It's part of our Q3, Q4, Q5 set of initiatives where we're moving towards. And then on top of that is there are right now crypto debit cards out there, and some of them come with good stuff. Some of them, we're not really too happy with. We did an evaluation because people were asking for it. So we're developing our own, and our whole goal is to have it non-KYC, non-know your customer, meaning where you don't have to provide your information in order to get it. And if we do it within our ecosystem, all the more better, because that makes it that it's like, okay, you're part of it, you get it, you can load up your coins onto your card and use it at a gas station, at a grocery store, etc., all that stuff, because you're going to have either the Visa or MasterCard logo. So we are working through that and what those partnerships and integrations look like. And so that's really where I feel, and the team, especially the owners, we've had a lot of really good discussions on these things. Part of it is there's the technology and the capabilities, and more things are coming out the more that we move into this arena of where we're going as the world in terms of crypto adoption and other capabilities. But we kind of want to do it at a sustained pace where we're methodical and put things out to people so that they can understand and implement in a very easy manner. And so I've done a lot of talking. I'm very excited about what we have going and how we have going. I do want to go back to one little thing because I did get a little note as a reminder on the actual token and the trading. Some people are very concerned, like, oh, it's going up, oh, it's going down, oh, it's going up. This is very normal that at the beginning of a coin launch, that there's big oscillations of ups and downs and then movements throughout. This is very normal. This happens, and we will continue to monitor it and provide updates, and we've been providing updates in the channel for that. But the main thing is, think about this 3 months from now. Think about this 6 months from now. This chart of these first couple days that looks like an EKG where it's going up and down, up and down, up and down, it will stabilize and it will grow and it will do what it does, okay? That's part of what tokens look like when they first start out. So please do not be concerned if you are invested in that point, but also do your own research and understanding and try to learn more about that, because this is how, you can learn how to make money over time. You can park it in there. There are different sets of strategies that people use. We're not going to go into that, especially at this point, but just know that we had a successful launch and a successful project that is still running, doing very well. And it's a great time to get in and to continue to get in for years to come in our SELETTI.Ai trading bot on Forex. And we've just launched this token on the Solana network that's really starting to gain ground and gain footing, and will just get better over time. So thank you so much. Let me go through and see what people have to ask. Will we be able to stake or form our SELETTI tokens in the near future? So as I alluded to, there's a process with that, and we'll keep you updated on that. But the answer is, I don't want to say near future because near means different to everyone, but that's part of the overall set of things that we're looking to accomplish. Yes. Forex, yeah, Web3 takeover. Yes, the world is becoming Web 3.0. Funny picture. Okay. Are we planning any marketing for the token? Yes. Next week, you're going to see more yes, starting tomorrow and through next week. And that is part of the plan. We wanted to get it where it was a fair launch. We didn't do it where it was a pre-launch and people could load up on a whole bunch of stuff and all that stuff, and then it comes out. So it came out at the price it came out, and it's doing what it's doing. Okay. So yes to those questions. Is it possible to compound? Absolutely. What that means is when you click reinvest, you are compounding. Is yield farming for the token available now? We're working on that. That comes in stages of once you launch a token. And so yield farming will be coming soon. There will be an announcement on that, but the answer is no, but soon. Okay. What way are going to market? So there's various mechanisms on how to market the token. Don't really want to go into that right now, but there's just, when you get it on the Solana network, there are different ways that you can promote it and go through to show how people get more exposure to the information, because it really comes down to people learning about the token. Okay, could we modify the OCF to compound in an available balance in the same transaction as a deposit. That's some work on the part of the development team. I don't believe we want to do that at this particular point, but what we'll do is I'll take it back to the team. We'll take a look at it. We'll discuss it. Okay. See you guys at $1 per token. Yes. I have optimism, but I am constrained in what I would say, because I just want it to be that, I'm very happy, and you guys and gals have seen me for the past almost 4 months now on how I feel about SELETTI as a project. And I feel very excited about the token as well. But don't take my excitement for it. You have to do your own research and see what you're comfortable with and where you want to go with that. Okay. Any other incentives for holding SELETTI on Solana other than yield farming and staking? Not that I know at this point. I don't think that there will be other. Obviously, there's the token appreciation, but yield farming, staking are, between token appreciation, farming, staking, those are the most important ones that you want to focus in on. Are you putting the token on Jupiter? I believe it will be on Jupiter in the near future. Yes. Is 1 year inflation and schedule available? No. We can work on some things about inflation, like we did an initial burn, like I walked through in the white paper. And that actually does remind me, there is a white paper. If you go to our site, you can look at the white paper, and we have information about the tokenomics and all that. But we did an initial burn, and we will be doing burns throughout, at certain times as things get moving, and we will make the announcements as those happen. Okay. All right. Well, what type of marketing campaign is read? Okay. Yes. I've covered all of the questions. I butchered some people's names last time, so me not pointing your name out directly, don't this time around, don't take it personally. But once again, folks, there you have it. Full information. We're not going anywhere. I monitor the chats. The team is monitoring the chats. We try to answer things as quickly and to the best of our ability as possible. So definitely, I hope that you consider one or both of these capabilities as part of your investment portfolio. And so thank you so much for your time. Let's have a great week, and let's keep on going. Thank you. Have a great week.